People, it's your girl Too Blessed. I hope y'all have had a great start to your week. This week, I apologize for the lighting in this video. Y'all know I'm driving in my car, and with the daylight savings time, it's just getting darker so much sooner now. And I turned on my car light, so hopefully that helps a little bit. But I do want to apologize once again for my lack of videos, y'all. I need to get my whole entire life together with my channel, because y'all don't deserve this. So I need to get my life together, but y'all have no clue what's been going on. I've been doing so much. Y'all don't even know. I joined a sorority. Hey, your girl is now a member of Alpha Omega Theta Incorporated. Alpha Omega Theta Sorority Incorporated. Okay, so I'm proud of myself for that. And y'all see, it took me a second to get my hand together. This is how y'all know I'm new, because it took me a moment to get, I was like focused. So yeah, that's how you know I'm new. I'm just crossing over. So anyway, I just wanted to come on and talk to y'all for a minute. I was looking at a video by Tasha K. If you haven't looked at her channel before, go ahead and go check that out. And basically, she was talking to the daughter and the mother of not the mother, the daughter and the baby mother of the guy from Jagged Edge, Casey. So she was talking about how her father really wasn't in her life. Well, he was in her life, but basically he had a lot of flaws and a lot of issues, and she didn't feel like she was treated the same as his other kids, and she was really emotional about it. So I was watching that video, and I did feel for her, because you could just tell that this girl was actually hurt behind, you know, the issues with the relationship that she has with her father. I did start to think, I started to think about my own situation. And the more I started to think about my own situation, the less I felt for her. And I had to sort of go back and check myself, because just because her situation is different from my situation with my father, that doesn't make her any less hurt than me. I started to think, you know, like, oh, she complaining that her daddy didn't put her picture on Instagram with the rest of the kids. Oh, you know, her daddy didn't let her take a sibling that was from out of town. He didn't let her spend the day with that sibling. Like, you know, I had started to think, you know, I started to compare that to my situation. Like, well, I didn't see my daddy hardly at all, maybe once a year. Or, you know, I never really spent a full whole day with my dad. I've never spent a whole day with my dad. Not a whole day. So I started to feel less compassion for her, and I really had to check myself on that. And I remembered when I was having a conversation with another girl. We were having this really deep conversation just about our life and some of the things that we've been through and things like that. I'm sorry, y'all thought this was an accident up here. But another woman chimed in, and she said that, you know, oh, y'all ain't been through nothing, you know. And then she started talking about some stuff that went on in her life. But in that moment, her telling us things that she's been through in her life, that didn't mean to me that her hurt or her struggle was any worse than mine. I feel like this. I feel like you can never discredit somebody else's hurt or somebody else's pain. somebody else's struggle just because you feel like yours may be worse than theirs, or you feel like it's just not that deep, because everybody handles things differently. Maybe what I went through with my dad, maybe she wouldn't have been able to handle. So maybe the issues that she has with her dad is all that she could bear as far as that type of relationship. What if she did have an issue, the same relationship I had with my dad? She might be a completely different person. It's just really different. And so I can't discredit her like that and say, oh, she need to suck it up because at least she had her dad around. No, that's not okay either. And so I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, because I think we do that a lot. Just like how I think women do that in relationships too. Like I could say, oh, my husband, made me mad. He didn't do this or he didn't do that. But I'm talking to maybe somebody who has a man that cheats on them, or they wonder when their man is coming home, or they always have to worry about different females and things like that. So to them, what I'm talking about is petty. But for me, it is, it still bothers me all the more. You see what I'm saying? So we have to be careful of how we respond to other people's situations, because their struggle may be all they could handle. That could be all they could bear. Just like what I went through with my dad, people have gone through worse, but that doesn't make my situation any less hurtful than their situation. You see what I mean? And I think that we just do that a lot to people, and I think that's very hurtful, and it causes people to shut down, because you don't want to talk to somebody about a situation when you feel like they just think it's petty. And so you're holding everything in because you feel like you have no one to talk to, because everyone just thinks it's stupid and it's petty and you should be over it. But God chooses people for certain situations for a reason. Not everybody can withstand the issues you have or the struggles you have. And maybe God wanted you to become this person, and he wanted the other person to become that person. So their struggle had to be different from your struggle, so they could become those people that he needed them to be. Who knows? That's just my theory and take on some things. But back to this interview. The one thing I noticed is that his daughter kept talking. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. His daughter kept talking about how she felt like her dad should put her on because she can sing, and she does have a beautiful voice, but she feels like her dad should be putting her on, like, getting her on a reality show or hooking her up and getting her in front of the right people for her to, just blow up. And she said that he told her that she's lazy. And at the time, the way she said it, it sounded bad. But he actually called in and talked to Tasha K, and he explained it. He said she doesn't want to put forth the work ethic that which it takes to be successful. And now when he explained it, I can understand it, and I start thinking back to the interview, and I'm like, why would she go on Tasha K to talk about this? Why would she go on Tasha K to talk about this relationship with her dad? Why would she choose that particular platform to talk about the issue with her dad? Then gave a little snippet of a song that she sung in the end. Now, here's my thing. If I'm there to solely just put out there, that I've had issues with my father, and I just want to encourage other, young women, blah, blah, blah. And no, I wouldn't be singing a song, trying to tell people to basically pick me up. That, to me, I at first I understood it a little bit, because I'm like, okay, maybe she's just trying to encourage other, women who've had, issues with their father. But then I started to realize you just want to try to gain some clout. You are trying to be noticed. She doesn't understand that since her dad is who he is, why she hasn't made it big yet. That's what she doesn't understand. And I believe him when he said that she wants everything to come to her. He said she feel like everything should just be handed to her. Like I should just put her in front of people. But he said, I'm not going to put her in front of people until I know that she's ready. That's what he said. And I completely agree with him saying that. If y'all haven't checked out these interviews, please check them out. Watch the daughter's interview first, and then watch his interview. It's deep. It's real deep, and it's good because you get to hear both sides of the story. But I honestly believe that she was looking for clout. I honestly believe that she was looking for recognition, and she was doing that to, try to get noticed. But I believe him when he said that she doesn't want to work at it. He told Tasha K that he asked her to learn 3 songs. Basically learn these 3 songs frontwards and backwards. And, he'll check her out and see, how she does. He said that she didn't even learn not even one of the songs. Not even one song did she learn. And I believe him. I honestly believe him. At first I was like, Dad, he that's messed up that he does her like that, blah, blah, blah. But once I heard his side of the story, a lot of things just, sorry, y'all, I gotta put some. There we go. A lot of things just begin to make sense. He loves his daughter, and you can tell that he loves his daughter. And I think that he might give her tough love, and a love that she just doesn't understand. And I mean, I think that what we have to understand too, even me with my father, is that they can't do any different from what they know. My father can't be any other way than what he knows to be, than the way he knows to be. So if her dad was being the best father he knew how, or being the father that he thought he needed to be, that she can't ask him or make him be anything different. And he called her a spoiled brat, and I could see that. Like, she's spoiled. You could tell that she's spoiled. She thinks that life should be handed to her. Now, do I think that he has messed up? Yeah. Do I think that they have some issues that definitely need to be resolved? Of course. But is this a situation that I feel like she should have went on Tasha K's channel and did a whole interview about it? No, not at all. Absolutely not. And he said it. He said he doesn't think that she went about this the right way. He feel like she should have came and talked to him about it. And he said that she hasn't really ever made the effort to talk to him or tell him about it. And so who knows, and it's their side, it's her side, his side, and somewhere between is the truth. So also, he doesn't have a good relationship with her mom. So that of course, that always kind of hinders the relationship a parent has with the child when the parents don't get along, at least enough to parent the child, together, to co-parent. So it's just interesting. So I'll link that. I'll do my best to link that below. I'm gonna see if I can get it. Y'all have to watch it and tell me your thoughts on it, or whatever. But remember that you are perfectly imperfect. And if you're interested in the hair that I have in my head, or any other hair that I provide, I also sell lace front wigs as well. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You're more than welcome to email me, or you can go on my Facebook page at Blessed to Slay. I'll link that also down below. All right, remember that y'all are perfectly imperfect. All right, mwah. Love y'all. Bye.